Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Young Miami, you will come out swinging. You letting Gina know, baby, I'm standing on business. How about I'm writing a letter to the judge? Now, I know Gina's sitting in the corner saying, okay, well, I already wrote like 3, 4, 50, 11 letter to the judge for my man. But y'all, can we talk about Young Miami's letter? Because when I first read it, I said, is this a joke? Is this a parody? What is going on? You guys, let's get into this because, I will say one thing. This is the best Diddy can do. Ever since Judge Aaron was like, listen, everybody can write what they want on behalf of Diddy, but you're going to have to stand on business. Like it's Monday through Friday, because any letters of support I'm going to put on the public docket. And now the only thing he got is Young Miami and whoever else's rent he been paying. Now, I don't know if he's been paying Young Miami's rent, but it's odd to me the way she is tied to this man like no other. Y'all ready for this letter? Just to let you know the type of foolery we're getting into, she started the letter, Dear Your Honor. She started the letter, Dear Your Honor. Now, when I said this, I said, why is this woman going so hard for Diddy? It almost doesn't make any sense. But if I was Diddy, I'd be like, why did you start the letter, Dear Your Honor? But you know what? It's every thought, every sentiment, everything is attached. So let's get into Young Miami's letter. Okay, let's just get into this because, girl, Dear Your Honor, what in the world? What the hell? And she's trying to say that, okay, let's just get into this. Why did she write this? I don't understand Young Miami. I really honestly don't understand her. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so here's what Young Miami had to say. If you guys weren't listening. Dear Your Honor, my name is Carisha Brownlee. I'm a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a hip-hop artist who has spent many years in the public eye. Hip-hop artist? Why don't you say you was a podcaster? Oh, you don't want Judge Aaron to realize that one of Diddy's former employees, right? Former employees and current love interest is writing a letter on his behalf, right? Because you got to make it seem like you're just a woman out in this world that wants to make a way for men. I want to be clear that I cannot speak on or defend anything that may have happened before I met Sean Combs. I do not condone any wrongdoing. I can only speak from my personal experience and the man I've come to know for the past 4 years. All right, bet. So you want to speak on what Jane Doe said? Because he was literally stomping her into the ground while he was taking you to islands and whatnot. Do you want to speak on... Oh, no. Anyway, for 3 of those years, I was in a public relationship with Sean. And during that time, I witnessed and came to know a different person than the one often portrayed. Stop. From the one often portrayed, as Judge Aaron said, right? You, Diddy, admitted to everything. So what's being portrayed? You mean the person he confessed to being? The person he casually, his team casually said? All right. Okay, fine. You don't want to talk about the person that's being portrayed. Okay, I'll give you that. Let's go into this, okay? I'm writing this letter because I believe it's important for the court to know the side of Sean that isn't always seen or spoken about. A man who poured into others, who gave opportunities and led by example, and who loved deeply. What are you talking about? That's all Mark Agnafilo has been screaming about for months. And all the low life, broke, begging for a penny, do anything for a dollar, men and women, right? They're up here defending Diddy and their right to abuse like their lives literally depended on it. I get it. Every time I see a YouTuber podcaster defending Diddy, like they work for their PR team, I said, wow, it must be tough to be broke. It must be tough to be unloved. It must be tough that the only thing you can do is take a penny, beg for pennies from the devil. But I guess your rent gotta be paid. Anyway, he helped shape me both professionally and personally. He believed in me, pushed me to grow, and taught me how to be a better businesswoman. What? He helped me find balance between chasing my dreams and being present for my family. Because pause. Let's just construct this. He helped shape me both professionally and personally. He believed in me, pushed me to grow, and taught me how to be a better businesswoman. When Diddy met Young Miami, I believe one of the only reasons he was talking to her, I'm not saying he didn't like her, but I do believe that one of the big reasons why he was talking to her is because she was a member of the City Girls, the hottest rap group, just like when he got with Cassie. Cassie was one of the hottest things smoking back then. Don't argue with me, argue with the charts, okay? There's plenty of beautiful women he got around. We see they're coming out in droves, they on payroll. But the ones he want to claim, they got to add something to them, okay? This sounds like a parody. What did he teach you to do? Right? This is character witness is pure comedy, especially the way it's written. The center sounds like a Tyler Perry character wrote this. Again, my opinion, I think she really thinks she's up next to take Cassie's place. Again, this is a woman that her podcast flopped so badly when Diddy went to jail because no celebrity PR would allow them to go on her platform. And that podcast was the last thing she had going for herself. Let's not forget that, again, it's my opinion, Young Miami threw all that away long before Diddy went to jail. Diddy convinced her, people of the streets are saying, Diddy convinced her to step away from the City Girls and focus all her time and energy into promoting him and Carisha Roulette, which I think he owns some of that too. Carisha's Pajamas, I believe he owns a big portion of that too, right? Again, De Leon, that was him. Again, put all her time and energy into promoting him. And then set up a facade of a podcast that Carisha literally only filmed like 4 times a year. This is before he went to jail. I don't think she even filmed more than 10 episodes total before Diddy went to jail. It was just a vanity project to say she had a show produced by Revolt instead of being like, oh, now Diddy, you're just on Diddy's payroll. Like, she really had the opportunity to have a self-standing career where she could have made her own millions. But then again, honestly, I wonder how bad the City Girls music contract really was if it was so easy for her to walk away from music. JT and her must have been making absolutely nothing. They probably were low-key being robbed by QC too. And when I say robbed, like maybe the contract wasn't that favorable. I remember on the Breakfast Club when they said they didn't even have a manager and their label handled everything. But you know what? Let's get back into this mess. Because also the next line that she said literally sent chills up my bone. And that's when I was like, why are you doing this? Listen, she said, he helped me find balance in between tracing my dreams and being present for my family. Because that's what he did. No matter how busy he was, he never missed holidays or special moments with his family. And I believe that. Because I believe I did an interview with Little Rod. And Little Rod said that when everybody found out about Baby Love, it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. They were all sitting around. The baby just came. Everybody felt some type of way. He said it was a wild scene, okay? But here's what takeaway. Whether or not that was the first time she met Baby Love, who cares? Which is wild that this one man got so much money that you literally became one of a heroine. You could have made your own money in millions. You could have did a share and been your own rich man. But here's the wild part. Little Rod said that it was either Christmas or Thanksgiving. Young Miami kids weren't there. And the whole time she was dating Diddy, he never even saw her kids around. So interesting enough, you're saying he taught you how to be a more present parent, but he had you on holidays where it could only be his family? That's weird. That's suspicious. I mean, it's none of my business, but actually it is, because you know what? This is what I mean. When people are like, oh my God, leave us alone. We want privacy. All right, that's fine, but you got to stand on business. If you're supporting everyone because someone thinks it's a monster, yeah, you can expect that people, and by people, I mean me, are going to have something to say. And I know that Diddy derelict crew is going to be out, oh my God, screaming and yelling, oh my God, is she even human? I think she's a robot. I think she was sent by planet Mars. I think she's a fed. I know the Diddy derelict crew is going to be out here trying to intimidate, trying to spread lies, trying to do everything. You know what? F them. Let's move on and rip this letter apart, because we were trying to have comedy hours, but I just know they're going to be up here trying to defend this mess. I believe it. No matter how busy he was, he never missed holidays or special moments with his family. One of my most meaningful memories was when he took me to my first Met Gala. Girl, you are talking to a federal district attorney. It wasn't just about the event. It was about what it represented. Sean has always had a priority to open doors for Black people. Did he? Because who on his staff was Black? I'm waiting. Besides Capricorn Clark, who on his staff was Black? His core team, was it? Is KK Black? Was Bud Black? Was Brendan Black? Oh, did he have any? What? Okay, I guess. He opened doors for Black people to make sure we were seen, heard, and valued in spaces when we've historically been excluded. Girl, it is the M at the Met Gala, and by the time Diddy took you, Kanye and this is when Kanye told Ann Wintour, yo, you need to have Black in your life. What are you talking about? I can understand that she had wrote this 20 years ago. Girl, you were like one of those. Really? Now Diddy opened the doors for Black people to be on the Met Gala carpet. Let me tell you something. As a Black woman with 4 Black grandparents and 2 Black parents, I am sick and tired of Black billionaires weaponizing their Blackness ahead of us. Listen, get your money. I love to see it. I want to see my people win. But you are not going to sit here and use Blackness as an excuse for why we need to. Are you trying to say that the Black community is so scarce for Black billionaires that unless we let out this violent criminal, how are we ever going to stand on the Met Gala? Idiots. Look it up. There are hundreds, thousands of Black billionaires. Okay, maybe not thousands, but there's not even thousands of billionaires. There are hundreds of Black billionaires. And forget about the foreign-born Black. There are literally so many Black American billionaires, all right? And they give Black people opportunities, and they invest in HBCUs, and they did this, and they did that. What did he do? I want to know, what did Diddy actually do? I'm sick of this narrative they're letting it go. Y'all act like he is Captain Save-A-Ho for the whole race as a Black woman. No, and I'm sick of you weaponizing Blackness as an excuse. Let me ask you something. Everybody that Diddy's writing letters to, where's the kids that he gave scholarships to? Where's the communities he invested in? Where's the Black-owned businesses he invested in? Where's those letters? Where's all these info since he's been so good? But that's the thing with Diddy, and this is my suspicion. Because all this shit about donating to HBCUs, they said they never got the money. Where's all these scholarships you gave away? They don't got them. So what is going on? It sounds like it is literally smoke and mirrors. It's not over. Let me get you a letter of this. Sean also made it a priority to open doors for Black people, to make sure we were seen, heard, and valued in spaces where we've historically been excluded. The night reminded me that we belong in every room, at every table, in every conversation. He constantly encouraged me and so many others to dream bigger, walk in confidence, and never shrink who we are to make things comfortable. Girl, you really had your Cinderella moment, and now you out here playing a fool like a dum-dum defending this man. Wow, great. We should let him go because he let you dress in a rented gown and walk into some place you thought you could never be in. Anyway, he also gave me a voice by providing me a platform in his network to speak for the culture and connect with people in a way that was real and authentic. The opportunity changed the direction of my career and showed me the impact. One person can have when they choose to uplift others. Girl, you didn't even do 4 episodes for the whole year. It was a vanity project until you realized that he might not be getting out, and then you tried to take it seriously, but it tanked because nobody wanted to go on the show. Beyond all that, I've seen him give back to his community over and over again. In 2022, we fed the homeless together on Thanksgiving. That was just one example. There were so many more moments where he gave, quietly, privately, without camera, because his heart genuinely wanted to help. You know what? You said MF in line, because if there was, you would have listed them all out. You had to go back to 2022 when he was running around looking like he was on Tucci, helping the homeless. Man, you know what? I've also witnessed him doing real inner work. He made a choice to check himself into anger management, start therapy, and commit to physical healing through therapy. Wasn't that after he didn't get out on bail? That takes strength, humility, and self-awareness. He didn't do it for show. He did it because he wanted to grow and become a better person. In my personal experience, Sean is not a danger or a threat to the community. He is a man of God, someone who uplifts, supports, and inspires those around him to be better mentally. You are speaking to someone that Camp said they've been on drugs for 15 years. To be better mentally, physically, and spiritually. But more than anything, he's a father, and his kids are the ones who look up to him the most. They need him. His presence, love, and guidance matter deeply in their lives. I'm sick of this. The twins are now over 18. Those boys are pushing 30. One of them, aren't they 32, 30, 28? Those girls are in college. Why are they acting like he got literally 5-year-olds? It's like, Dad, help me read. It's only baby love. And baby love ain't concerned with nothing right now except for eating cake. I mean, literally. She's an adorable baby. Dana Tran seems to be an amazing mom. But that said, I will say, he always had a habit for, anyway. But more than anything, he's a father. I truly believe that he belongs at home with his family and the people who mean the most to him and who continue to be his greatest source of purpose and strength. Judge, that's a good man. Thank you, Carisha Brownlee. Yo, no, she didn't say judge. Oh my God. You know what? Diddy's people. You know, Carisha wrote all this sitting in the nosebleed seats at the BET Awards because she wasn't allowed to be within 100 feet of him when he was with his children. And now I think she sees this as an opportunity to be his number one bottom girl. I swear. I don't know. Some of these girls really need to aspire for something more. Again, last thing I'm going to say is this. I think it's hilarious that the woman who bragged on Twitter that she had the power to get Diddy to force another woman, namely Gina, to do sexual things is now writing a character witness statement. I think it's pure comedy. Like she was openly mocking his victims before anyone knew they were victims. She's not an unbiased witness. Again, she's exposed herself for enabling and condoning abuse that she knew about. And what I knew about, I think the fact that she knew that what was going on, the hold that Diddy had over Gina called it abuse, and she said it wasn't abuse. I don't know. Again, she thinks she's up next to take Cassie's place. This is pure comedy. What y'all think about her Tyler Perry badly written character letter? Dear Your Honor, you judge, that's a good man. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about this. maybe let me know what you think about this. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.